Honestly, Chimaev vs. Dricus du Plessis is one of the most interesting matchups we've had at middleweight in recent memory. Israel Adesanya vs. Alex Pereira was interesting, but mainly because of their history together, not because of the stylistic matchup. Welcome back to the matchup mixtape from DailyTapoutsFC. Chimaev and DDP have both shown amazing grappling throughout their mixed martial arts careers, and have both been dominant throughout their UFC runs. Chimaev had a tough fight against Gilbert Burns, and DDP had a close fight to win the title against Sean Strickland, but otherwise both have been virtually flawless inside the promotion. I'm going to start off by talking about the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. It's no secret how dominant he's been inside the promotion. He's undefeated, virtually never lost a round, and has been one of the most feared men inside the welterweight and middleweight division. Now, we all know Khamzat is never going back down to welterweight. He just can't make the weight again. He filled out really well for middleweight and is going to do really well in that division. Clearly, he's getting a title shot, so. I'd say that the majority of MMA fans think that Khamzat is going to run through this fight to gain the championship, and he definitely has the possibility to do so. He's made major improvements in his striking, which has been the only knock on him throughout his career. And maybe cardio. He looked tired at the tail end of the Usman fight and was definitely gassed throughout the fight with Gilbert Burns. But otherwise, he's made quick work of all of his opponents. I would say Khamzat is going to win this fight too, but he's running into a brick wall in Dricus du Plessis. Dricus is no joke, and I was honestly a hater from day one. I'm a big Sean Strickland fan, so obviously when DDP was fighting for the title, I had a lot of fandom hate towards him. I obviously don't hate him, he's a funny dude, probably a really nice guy, but from a fan standpoint, I really was not having it with Dricus du Plessis, but now he's undeniable and has shown me that he might be one of the best middleweights in the world. Chimaev's a tough test, but we're gonna find out. As goofy as he is, when he's inside the cage, the dude can fight, and it doesn't even have to look pretty when you're getting wins at a championship level. His brutal victory over Robert Whittaker, which gained him his championship opportunity, just shot him into the stratosphere in the minds of fans to prove just how good this dude is. Both men have virtually half of their wins by way of submission, with DDP having 11 wins and Chimaev having 7 wins by submission. As I stated previously, both men have stellar ground game and real submission ability. There's that stigma that when two grapplers get in the cage, it just becomes a sloppy kickboxing fight, and that's exactly what I think is going to happen in this one. As goofy as Dricus du Plessis' striking is, and as explosive as Khamzat's is, I think it's going to be a pretty sloppy fight. Dricus du Plessis has a lot more volume than Khamzat does, but Khamzat kind of looks for the power shots a lot of the time, and I think this is just going to be a recipe for a super fun, super sloppy, entertaining, kind of a war type of a fight. I really don't know what we're going to see, but it's going to be a good time, that's for sure. When it comes to the striking, I do believe that DDP has an edge. This is an early prediction, but I don't think I'm going to change my mind. I wouldn't be surprised if DDP can get it done in the later rounds, but my prediction is Dricus du Plessis by unanimous decision, and I don't think that the fight is going to be close. Chimaev has a real chance of winning. Like I said, it's MMA and anything can happen, but in my eyes, Dricus du Plessis gets this fight done in dominant fashion. We can never really guess how a fight's gonna go. It's mixed martial arts, anything can happen, but that's my early prediction. Please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. This has been the matchup mixtape for UFC 319, Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Thanks for watching, guys.